Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, August 9th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and MSTY. And what a week it has been. Wow. Red, green, red, green. So if we stay in that, what's been happening, today should be a red day. Hopefully not. It would be nice to close out green, but we'll see. If it's red, it's red. All right, so anyway, as far as trades are concerned, TSLY had a trade. NVDY had a trade and CONY had a trade. MSTY did not have a trade. Thank God, because MSTY, I finally figured out the whole forward split crap. It was something with my spreadsheet. But anyway, I'll show you at the end. So TSLY, what did they do? So when you pull up the intraday trades, which, by the way, it's located on the website under, if you go to any covered call ETF, and you scroll to the bottom, there's an intraday trade button. If you click that button, typically after 5 p.m., from 5 p.m. to at least the following day, the intraday trades for all tickers will come up. So if you did click that, you'd see this trade, you'd see the other trades, and obviously all these trades and all of them, all of the trades. So anyway, what did TSLY do yesterday? Well, TSLY decided we're going to close out the position for the week. So you see the BC, that's a buy to close under the type. So you got 3 in a row. They did a buy to close. And if you look to the left, they did a 212.50 close, 220, and 230.250. So these are all contracts that expired this week, which obviously expired today, being Friday. And then you have an SS right after that, short sale. So they opened a new position with those same contracts. And then they BC'd another, which is the 220. And then they opened a new position for those same contracts there. So again, they basically just closed out some weekly calls and they opened new ones. All right, so let's take a look at how it actually went on the spreadsheet. So if we go to the TSLY file, we got what? We got the synthetic 260. We still have 2 synthetics that expire, not today, thankfully, but next Friday. The 260, yes, in danger, 23% away. So they're going to have to pay a pretty penny to close that position. And same thing with the 265. The larger of the two is the 260. So I guess we got that going for us. But either way, it's going to be a little costly to when we close out this synthetic and make a new one. But it looks like they will wait. Well, no, I shouldn't say they will wait till next week because we have today. But when they do close it out, you will know. All right, so how did TSLY do yesterday? I mean, let's just go back to the beginning of the week. Wow. So Monday, down 4. Tuesday, up 0.8. Wednesday, down 4. Yesterday, up 3. So Tesla went up 3.69% yesterday. TSLY went up 4.5%. So as far as buying opportunities for this week, it looks like, Wednesday was your day, right? You can get in for 12.45 and then essentially you'd have a 4.5% gain from there. So I always say that best buying opportunities on these funds is when they dip big, typically earlier in the week, which will give them some potential for capital appreciation. So anyway, hopefully a lot of you were able to get in on the recent dips. I know it's scary at the same time, but again, these funds work best when you do, when you average your cost basis, down when you can. So, because you want to keep your cost basis within reason, close to what the current price is. All right, so here's all the closeouts. As you can see, they paid a penny, they paid 3 cents, they paid 11 cents. So long story short is they won. So successful trades for the week. So if you see the call debit, that's how much they paid to close out the positions. And then you see the profit loss to the, to the right. Obviously, this profit, the credit went towards last month, right? Because when they opened these positions, it was last month. So the debit is what went towards this month, which is okay because we got the new credits, which I'll show you in a second. So in the end, annualized yield anywhere from 53 to 96%. So again, very successful trades from last week. So good job. Now, as far as the new trades, we got 2 different strike prices. 34,195 contracts, 207.50 strike, 4.36% out of the money, and then 1,315 contracts, 210 strike. That's 5.61% out of the money. So, not terrible. Again, remember the old days, 2-3% out of the money. Those were miserable days. At least we're 4 and 5% out of the money. So again, we have a lot of upside. Well, not a lot, but we have decent upside. We'll see. But again, Tesla can go up 10% in one day. So we know we could blow through that. And unfortunately, we still have 6 trading days. So this is for 6 trading days. But either way. So what yield did they go after? That's the more important here. 59% and 76%. Again, we don't know when they made the trades. But these are just based on the end of day. But I'm showing they went after 59% yield and a 76% yield. So one in line and one aggressive. So, and then obviously there's the profit loss that they're making from the credit. Obviously there's going to be a debit when all said and done, but hopefully it's a win for next week. Outstanding shares. Let me just make sure I didn't. Yeah, no change. Well, no, there was a change, right? Because there's 2 lines for yesterday. Yeah, so outstanding shares did go up by 675,000. So nice jump there. All right, so here's the recap. 30-day IV, 51%, a little on the low side. Outstanding shares, 51.9 mil. Total net income now, we got some income to talk about, 11.6 million. So that's good. Good start, fresh start, new month. Let's keep that. Distribution, 23 cents a share. Daily income, 8 cents a day approximately. Daily yield, 0.58%. Annualized that's 210%. So reaction. So I was on my laptop entering the numbers yesterday. I'm like, you know what? Let me go to images. Let me change it up a little. I know I usually have emojis. So I'm playing around with the images. We'll see how that goes. Let me know what you guys think. So basically just, they made a little money yesterday. So there's a little money for you guys. So what's the payment details? Well, August data, synthetic income is 0. That's going to be a massive loss. We know that. It's coming up. It's either today or next week. We'll see. Short call income, though, let's enjoy it for the time being. 11.6 mil comes to 23 cents a share. So total income and short call income, 23 cents a share, because again, no synthetic income yet. Now, if we run that into the estimator, obviously, if we can get that average, based on the number of days that have happened, we'd have a $2.25 payment, 208% yield. Very unrealistic because, again, there's only been a short number of days into the month already, but obviously one of the days happened to be the Friday, and Friday's their biggest day. So as we get a little further into the month, this estimate will correct itself. So yeah, don't get too excited about this estimate. It's not realistic at the moment. So if we go to the holdings, we got this. This is what we're looking at, right, guys? This is what we're looking at. A synthetic loss on the put side of 208 mil and 8.6 mil. You're going to have to pay it. But again, it's already priced into the NAV. How do we know that? Well, it's in the market value. So if you go down here, see, it's added into that market value number, which gets added into the NAV. It shows 12.99. Okay, 13.01. All right. So yeah, that gets, again, they're going to have to pay that at some point. So it's going to be a taxable event and they'll close it out. And then we do have the call. Again, sometimes we make money on the call, or I should say the synthetic. Sometimes we don't. The call is not saving us. And the call is not saving us because Tesla is not above 260 or 265. So, but again, it'll happen. Let's just brace ourselves here. So here we go for next week. Again, these expire next Friday. So a lot of days before then. The market has been crazy. So I'm not going to, try to predict anything, but 4 and 5% out of the money. We'll see how it goes. All right, so the net asset value of this fund is $673 million. The NAV is $12.99. Trade price $13.01. So that is for TSLY. Let's move on to an NVDY. So nice 3 trades, quick and easy. 2 BCs, 1 SS. So buy to close, weekly call, 2 of them, and then SS short sale, sold to call for next week. All right, easy enough. Let's go to the spreadsheet. All right, here we go. So NVDY has the 115 synthetic. This one expires in 43 days. So guess what? See that note in orange? Leave the synthetic alone. We don't have to talk about it. So that's great. And there were no trades for the synthetic. Even better. So now we're just talking about the weekly calls. So let's just look at the recap for this week on this one. Monday down 6, Tuesday up 3, Wednesday down 5, yesterday up 6. What in the hell happened this week, right? But this is good. This is good. Let the market go up and down, up and down. In the end, we'll stay right in the middle, right? Like we started the week, what, $100.45. And now we're at 104.97. We barely moved. That's great. You know what that means? That means volume. That means implied volatility. That means premium. So let the market go up and down all around. In the end, we're in the same spot. That's great. Perfect. We make money on that. So yeah, NVIDIA went up 6.08%. NVIDIA went up 6.6%. So again, the buying opportunity for NVIDIA was really Wednesday. Man, you got $21 you could have got in. Now it's at 23. So nice jump there. All right, so let's look at the closeouts and see how they did. And again, keep in mind the credits for opening these positions went into last month. So closeouts, you see what they cost: 5 cents, 5 cents, 80 cents. So needless to say, successful win. In the end, they annualized at 59 to 64% on your money. That's pretty good. Profit of, about $11 million. That's really good. So again, great job. We won. We won. Now, what are they doing for the next week? Well, all the eggs in one basket, 86,790 contracts, 111 strike price, 5.74% out of the money. Eek, 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 eek. NVIDIA, 5.74% out of the money, 6 trading days. Again, you never know, man. I hope it's right. Annualized yield is 73%. Okay, so let's look at their IV, 71%. All right, so to me, this trade, it makes sense. It's in line with what they say. So we'll see how it goes. Outstanding shares, it did go up 425,000. Something crawled in my foot, by the way. What the hell was that? So yeah, people still buying. Here's the recap, though. 30-day IV, 71%. Love it, love it, love it. Outstanding shares, 38.2 mil. Total net income, 14 mil. Distribution, 37 cents. Daily income, 12 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.53%. Annualize that sucker, 193.75%. Okay. Reaction, oh, you know what I'm going to do on this one. And I got real goats now. So the NVIDIA image for today is a big muscle goat. He's ready for the new month. He's taking over. I know Misty has a lot to say about that, but you know how it goes. Remember what we said. They have now paid back 100% of the original launch price. So if you bought at launch, you're playing with house money. I mean, realistically, if you probably bought before the first distribution and you got all the distributions, you're probably around house money as well. So that's awesome. All right, August payment, no synthetic income yet. Short call income, 14 million. All right, that's good money. 37 cents a share. Yeah, I like it. Good start. Again, not a lot of days. So the estimator thinks that we made a lot of money in a short period of time. That's not going to be realistic because, again, Friday's the big day. And this is adding in what would have been on Friday. Obviously, today's Friday, but you know what I mean. They're doing the weeklies on the Thursday, so that's added into the few days we had in the month. So this estimate is a little, blown up. It'll be corrected in due time, especially shortly into next week. But it is nice to see. Let's just imagine. Oh, yeah, 368. All right, so moving on to the holdings. How are we looking? Well, they're synthetic again. We don't have to talk about it. But it could catch up. We can make money when all said and done. Hopefully it does. So we'll just look at the weeklies again, but even these expire. I highlighted the wrong thing. Good job. Good job. Yeah. All right, so let me unhighlight this. You make this white, and then you make the 49 mil. This is This is the call, right? So the call is worth 49 mil. That makes a little more sense. And then the put is 130 mil to close. Everything in between, treasuries, notes. And yes, someone asked me yesterday, do we get paid for the interest on the treasuries? Yes, of course we do, because that counts as income within the fund. So interest rates, who knows what they're at, 5%. So it's just an addition, for us long term. So as rates go down, yeah, it's not as, not as high, which we probably don't even see it because we're used to yielding so much that another 2, 3, 4, 5% whoopie freaking do, right? All right, anyway, so the net asset value of NVDY still under that 900 mil, but it's at 882 mil now. The NAV is 2309, trade price is 2309, so right on the money. All right, so let's move on. CONY is the only other one that had a trade. Again, similar, they just closing out the weeklies. And why would they close out the weeklies on all these, by the way? Well, because they could, right? Because they said, all right, we've done what we've done. Look what they're paying. See, on the BC, 2 cents. On the other BC, 8 cents. On the other BC, 10 cents. So if they're saying, okay, we've earned what we needed, why not just close it out now, open the new position? Because the premium on the new position, you can get an additional day, which adds more time value into the premium. Of course, there's more time that you could lose money, right? But again, if they win the call, then it's worth it, right? So they're adding an additional day into the options contract, which should increase the premium, since they opened it yesterday versus if they opened it today, right? So hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, yeah, they did a buy to close on the weeklies and they opened new positions for next week. So let's take a look. Again, I can't go into the details of every single line only because there's so many trades. Some days I will, though. You guys know that because I know I do have a lot of new subscribers and I have to always keep that in mind because there's some people who view this video and they're like, good God, how many minutes is this video? And there's some that say, take your time, do what you got to do. And then there's some that say, please go into the details, go into the nitty gritty. I want to learn. So, you got to find that happy medium, right? So what do we got? We got a synthetic 210, right? Synthetic 250, that's long gone. So the synthetic 210 is where we stand. Now, they are 8.42% away, but we don't have to talk about it because it expires in 43 days. And guess what? No trades on the synthetic yesterday. So let's just go to the August tab and see what kind of week Coin had. Well, if we look, Coin had an interesting week as well. Monday down 7%, Tuesday up 2%, Wednesday down 7%, yesterday up 7%. What the hell's going to happen today? So anyway, Coin was up 7.5% yesterday. CONY was up 6.6% yesterday. What a roller coaster ride. Now, as far as the closeouts, how does that look? Well, as you can imagine, they won. So it looks pretty damn good. So if we look, okay, they paid 2 cents, they paid 3 cents, they paid 8 cents and 10 cents. So obviously each one of those contracts is a successful win. You can see the call debits under column R. They basically, they pay 150,000, profited over 10 mil. They did leave one though. They did leave one hanging out. The 950 at 205 strike. So, and you know why they left it? Probably because it costs too much to close. And they're like, you know what? Let this one drain out its time value, right? And let's close it out. If Coin stays where it's at, which right now it's at 192, and the time value expired, guess what? We'll pay a damn penny. You'll get a freaking penny from us. We're not giving you any more than that. So, because this was the lowest strike price, so this is probably, it cost more than the 10 cents of the 217.50. It probably cost 20, 30, 40, even more. Who knows? So they decided to wait. So again, good move. Yes, possibly. If Coin goes to the moon today, of course, it looks bad. But again, it's a small portion of the overall contracts. All right, so we'll see how much that closes out for today. Now, new positions. Look at this, man. Look at this. Again, the 8.7, that happened already. So they opened the 200 strike, which, by the way, that sits 3.99% out of the money, 6 trading days. Yikes. But the 3 positions they opened, they chose 2 strikes overall, 202.50. Isn't that right? They chose 207.50 twice. Let me just double check. Yes, they did. Okay. So they had a chance to choose 3 strikes, but they chose 2. That's fine. All right. So 8,750 contracts, 207.50 strike. That's 7.89% out of the money. And then 8,350 contracts, 202.50, 5.29% out of the money. And we talked about the other one. Again, that's a big position. That's 3.99% out of the money. These could get all blown through by next week if coin has a massive recovery. But we'll see. What are these all yielding? Well, anywhere from 82 to 91%. Their 30-day IV is 74%. So a little aggressive there, a little aggressive. Outstanding shares, did they go up? Of course they did, right? Of course. 400,000. So obviously, if you're wondering if YieldMax is going anywhere, it doesn't look that way because more and more people are jumping in. I know there is still a lot of hate. People are just always going to hate YieldMax. I mean, there's always going to be people, but it just doesn't make sense. I get if you don't like a fund, so just move on. But what sense does it make to just destroy? Like, do you understand what the point of it is? Like, why? There's a reason people invest in these funds. It doesn't, you can't just say, oh, this is garbage. What does that mean? I don't know. Another video for another day. That's what I'll say. 30-day IV, 74%. Outstanding shares, 41,175,000. Here we go. We got some income, $12 million. Distribution, 29 cents. Daily income, 10 cents. Daily yields, 0.65%. Annualize that sucker, 237%. Now, what is this? What is this picture? Well, it's an uphill. It's going to be an uphill battle. Why? Well, remember the synthetic? They have synthetic loss hanging around 50 mil. They already made 12 mil, short call income. But again, if you look at the total net income, it's going to be an uphill battle a month to get that to, some credit, with total credit. So again, that's why I did the uphill. I know, and essentially they're going to pay based on the short call income if the synthetic is at a loss. But of course, we want overall net income. So we need the synthetic to make some money for the month as well. All right. Holdings. What do we got? So we got a synthetic that doesn't expire anytime soon. And we got a whole bunch of weeklies. But let's take a look at the one that they left open, the 8-9. That's the one on the top. 950 contracts. See, it cost around 45 cents. So they said, okay, it cost 45 cents to close. How much did they make opening it? Let's just see. What the hell is it? They made 352, so 45 cents. Yeah, that's nothing essentially. But again, they want to pay a little less, so they're going to let it ride. Let's see how it goes for today. Net asset value of CONY, 619 mil. NAV is 1505. Trade price is 1503. By the way, someone did ask me, can you please put the ticker of the fund that you're covering in the screen? And I have no freaking idea of how to do that. If anyone has an idea, please let me know. Like if I can somehow get the file name, see it like this top spot, this bar at the top. Can I get the file name there? That would be perfect. Again, we have all this useless space. I don't know. I'll have to look into it because I know that would be useful for a lot of people, especially when you're fast forwarding. All right, let's move on to the last fund because this video already has been long enough. Now, this is now a synthetic 155. This is for MSTY, by the way. So I finally realized, okay, yes, it's time to update the contracts because the holdings, apparently, they were updated the day before, right? My stupid format cut off the 0. Like, what the hell? I thought I just cut off the decimals, but I cut off a 0. So now the shares show times 10, right? Whatever it was prior to the forward split, it's now times 10. So everything is updated post forward split, okay? So let's just take a look. So now the tab, instead of synthetic 1550, it's a synthetic 155. And obviously the contracts are all times 10 and the trade price that they got is divided by 10. So in the end, the net figures that I update, it's all the same. It's all the same result. Obviously the strike changed, 155, current MSTR price changed, 135, so on and so forth. So yes, this synthetic we need to talk about because this is 8 days away, 12% away, in danger. Will they catch up? Will they make a profit? Who knows? Again, we got a strike of 155, and I don't know, man. We'll see. Okay, let's go to the August tab and see what happens for the week. Well, let's see. Monday down 9, Tuesday up 4, Wednesday down 8, and then yesterday up 9. So wow. Now, yesterday MSTR went up 9.07, MSTY went up 8.55%. So again, the buying opportunity similar for all of these funds. Wednesday was it, man. Wednesday was the day to average down. Okay, so they did not close their positions. They're going to wait it out. The premium is typically a little more costly on higher volatility funds. Obviously, MSTR is the most volatile of the group. So these positions are still open. What's open? Well, various positions from bottom to top. Let's see, 2,150 contracts, 144 strike, 5.89% out of the money. 700 contracts. What does it say? So 8, 9, yeah, expiration. Okay, sorry. 700 contracts, 145 strike, 6.63% out of the money. And the largest position, which is the most important position, 26,900 contracts, 160 strike, 17.66% out of the money. Okay. Outstanding shares. Oh, by the way, these expire today. So obviously they look to be in good shape. So we look like we're going to, win when all said and done. Well, we'll take a look at the pre-market, of course. Outstanding shares, yep, did go up by 500K. So people are still loving YieldMax. 30-day IV, 87%. All right, that's decent. Not 100, but it's decent. Outstanding shares, 17,875,000. Net income, meh, 562,000. Distribution, 3 cents. Daily income, a whopping 1 penny a day. Woohoo! Daily yield, 0.04%. Annualize that sucker, a whopping 16%. And yeah, look at this cool little image, stock split, because I finally updated this freaking stock split numbers, the forward stock split. So we can now move on from that, thankfully. A lot of freaking crap went on the past 2 weeks on these funds. It's just madness and chaos. All right, so for August, synthetic income, they got 3.7 mil. Short call income, 562,000. And then we got net income, 4.3 mil. Total net income, 24 cents. Short call income, 3 cents a day. Throw the short call income in the estimator, and we're getting a big payment, man. We're going to get 31 cents, baby. 16% yield. Remember the days where 16% yield was amazing? Not anymore. Welcome to the YieldMax era. So here we go for the holdings. Big mess, man. Big unorganized, sorted, like very annoying. But either way, the synthetic is what we got to look at, right? Because now, yeah, look at these positions. They cost, in blue, a penny to close, 46 cents. So right now, they can close them at the open probably. Again, it depends how it opens. But the biggest position, it cost a penny. So obviously, it looks like we're going to win. But look at this, synthetic in pink. The put is going to cost us $60 million to close, and we're only going to get 4 from the call, which sucks, all right? But hopefully MSTR does some type of recovery before that synthetic expiration date of next Friday. All right, so net asset value, 419 mil. The NAV is 23.46, trade price 23.50, okay? So that's the update on all 4 funds. Yes, that's a freaking mouthful, and yes, the video is long, but it is long because there's freaking 4 funds and 3 of them had trades. What do you want from me? All right, so let's go to the pre-market. Let's refresh this sucker. Market watch. All right, so, ooh. Do we want green? I don't even know. Tesla is up 1.18%. It's at 201.18. Again, what do we want with these funds? We want slow movement, slow up, slow down, slow up, slow down. It's these big jumps, one way or the other, that kill us. But if the big jumps happen in the same week, all good, brother. Do what you got to do. So either way. So, but today they made their moves for next week. So let's hope no drastic jumps, upwards. TSLY is up 1.31%. It's at 13.18. NVDY is up 2.27%. It's at 107.35. NVDY is up 1.78%. It's at 23.50. COIN is up 2.31%. It's at 196.77. CONY is up 2.26%. It's at 15.37. MSTR is up 2.45%. It's at 139. MSTY is up 2. Is that the same number? 2.5. I know it's up higher actually. It's up 2.55%. It's at 24.10. All right, my TSLL. I'm probably getting assigned a lot of shares. But let it happen, baby. I'm ready. I want to own shares. So TSLL it's up 2.11%. It's at 873. TNA, I'll show you guys my options contracts expiring today at the end when I'm done with this real quick. TNA is up 1.42%. It's at 37.84. AMDY is up 1.56%. It's at 13.67. AMZY is up 0.91%. It's at 18.86. And then Bitcoin is up 2.39%. It's at 60,814. So real quick, how are my trades doing on TSLL? If anybody cares, some may not. So feel free to click off the video. But let's see, options trading. So if I go to my options, what do I have pending? Actually, it's easier to look at the put party. So I have a put party. Currently, I own 200 shares of TSLL with an average cost basis of $10.50. And this week, I have a put party. I got an $8.50, a $9, and a $10. So I sold puts for, one contract each. One for $8.50, one for $9, one for $10. What does that mean? That means if TSLL closes below $8.50, I'll be getting 300 shares. But it looks like right now it's above $8.50, but it's below the 9 and the 10. So maybe I'll just get the 200 shares. But either way, I'm just going to let it ride. I'm letting my contracts expire, either worthless or they will get assigned. I am fine either way. Now the TNA, that's a different story. TNA, I need to make a decision. TNA is currently at 37.85. My put is not on the wheel tab. My put is right here. So you see TNA put, the strike on column I is 42. So what am I going to do? Right now it is below 42 because TNA has taken a dump, man, since I sold that put. But it's all good. I have two decisions. First decision, my normal process is I just let it happen. Just leave it alone. I get assigned 100 shares. However, TNA is much more expensive. So for me to average down, I would need to sell more puts, which requires more money, which I do have the margin for. So that's a thought. However, if TNA continues to go down a lot, then I could be in danger. The other option is I create a rolling order. I know some brokerage don't allow this, but it's an option on Thinkorswim. You hit create rolling order. What that does for you, it sets up two trades: a buy put, a buy to close, the current put that you sold, and then a sell to open another put, either for next week or the following week, whatever expiration date you choose. And what happens on that roll is you pay to close the current put. Yeah, you pay a lot, but you get a higher credit, or you try to at least, you get a higher credit on the new open position. So I could always just create a rolling order and leave the strike where it's at. Well, again, that's another decision I can make, but typically I'll leave it where it's at and I'll push up the expiration date, typically out 2 to 3 weeks. I'll let TNA recover and then I'll let that put expire worthless, because I don't really want to be assigned on TNA at the moment based on the amount of money that I have, amount of margin that I have. However, if TNA closes around like $40, $41, even $39, if I get assigned and TNA's that close, I may just take assignment. You know why? Because then I could sell calls next week on the shares, and that sometimes selling calls, gives the nice premium. But we'll see, especially if TNA goes up in price on the Monday open too. But again, a lot of options. I'm having a lot of fun doing options. So if you want to be a part of this, we have an options party every day in the options channel. It's on the Discord, and yes, the Discord is free. And no, I don't message people. So if you join and you get a message from me, it's not me. So I'm sorry, these spammers are nuts. All right, so that's the end of the video. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we will try again tomorrow. All right, tomorrow is the big day. Although most of the trades were done. So I got minimal work today. MSTY got to close out all their trades, and I think CONY had one left over. Then obviously any new positions they can add to the synthetic and open trades for the following week as well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens at the close. Oh yeah, I have to remind you, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button, thumbs up button, whatever you want to call it. Smack it around, punch it in the face. Just hit the button if you like this content. It goes a long way. If you have any questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below. Feedback is always appreciated, whether or not you enjoy this, whether or not you hate it. Please let me know. Again, I take all of it into consideration. All right, so now keyword time. So if you made it to the end of the video, like if you're still hanging around listening to my voice in the garage, sweating my ass off, it's actually not that bad today. But if you're still hanging around, then if you want to prove it, you have to post the keyword in the comments. So the keyword is what? I don't know, man. Let's what a week, it should be what a week. I guess it's what a week, right? All right, today's keyword is, I know it's a little boring, but what a week, or what a freaking week, right? What a freaking week. Because people, Monday, were shitting their pants. Tuesday, we're like, Wednesday, back to shitting their pants. Yesterday, today, you could be shitting your pants again. So, a lot of shit in your pants, a lot of underwear, that the wives are going to have to clean, but and a lot of shit in there. You may have to throw them out. I'm not sure, but anyway, today's keyword, if you want to prove you made it to the end of the video, what a freaking week, because it's true, man. This was an interesting week, to say, at the least, but it was fun. I had fun, because you see like people react, and unfortunately there's other channels like, they're hoping for other people's failures. It's like, oh my God, let's just all get along, right? Let's all root for each other. It doesn't matter what you invest in. I hope you do awesome in your investments. I don't care what you invest in. I hope everyone makes money. We're all on the same team here, man. Anyway, so that's the keyword. What a freaking week. So post that in the comments if you want to prove you made it to the end. Anyway, I got to go. Hopefully I can get a run out today. Hopefully by the time this video is playing, I'm running. And yeah, that's all I got. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Later.